Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to share a truly heartwarming experience I had at a local medical center. I accompanied a dear Bangladeshi friend to meet a midwife, helping translate the medical discussions into Bengali. While she knows some English, the complex world of medical terms can often feel like a maze. It was an eye-opening reminder of how important communication is, especially when it comes to health and well-being. This video is all about the incredible role midwives play in bridging that gap, not just in language, but in care and connection. I hope this inspires others to step up and support friends, family, or even strangers in need. In a captivating discussion, she delved into the intricacies of acupuncture, explored the fascinating process of collecting the colostrum, and shared insightful general advice.
Good morning, I'm Noreen Jewell and I'm the midwife looking after Ume and her family, and this is Lucy, my student, who's a fourth year student who's working with me for the next 3 months and will be involved in the care of Ume. And so this morning she's 38 weeks. We're going to talk to her about her latest scan, and we're also going to be doing some assessments on her as well with her consent. Acupuncture in pregnancy is a tool that we use to help with various conditions throughout their pregnancy, but what we're doing today is a thing called pre-birth treatment, and this is a technique that we use. We're all, not all of us, but some of us are trained through the New Zealand School of Acupuncture, and we do a year's postgrad course. The acupuncture is there to stimulate blood flow and encourage changes in the woman's body to be so that when they go into labour, the biochemistry is very receptive to the changes, because we know that towards the end of pregnancy everything gets very congested, and when you do acupuncture it's all about stimulating blood flow around the body. And so the formula we use is a internationally recognised and well researched formula, and it's actually been written up in the British Medical Journal, so you could get a better recommendation than that. And usually the protocol for pre-birth acupuncture is we start around 37 weeks, and we do 3 core needles, and then each week we add extra needles. And in terms of outcomes, we know that from the research that's been done that it definitely helps to facilitate the process, shorten the labours, and also helps with reducing the amount of pain relief that they have. It's not an absolute given that will work, but it's another tool in the kit that we can use to help facilitate a normal birth. And for the women, that's a really good option to have, which is invasive to the skin but not invasive to the pregnancy. Yeah. Okay. All right, so now while those are doing their thing, I'm going to do your blood pressure. We're going to have a listen to your baby, okay? That's good. So we're just doing a little tweak here. So all of these needles, the blood flow is going via the uterus on its way to the organs, okay? So this is going here, up through here to your stomach. This one is going through to your spleen, and this one is going through to your liver, okay? And all of that goes via the blood flow to the uterus, so it stimulates all of this. Sometimes when we do these, you'll also find that the baby is moving a lot, and that's partly because there's lots of blood coming there. Yeah, okay? That's good. All right, so we're going to just do blood pressure now, okay? Whoops, sorry. You okay there? That's it, good. All right. Sleeping okay?
Sleeping okay, but the gas.
Is the gas, yeah. Is it only at night time or is it all the time?
শুধু রাতে হয় না সব সময়?
সবসময় হয় কিন্তু রাতে night more.
Night more. Do you eat early in the evening or late? What time do you have dinner?
আপনি কখন খান রাতের খাবারটা?
Evening.
টাইমটা বলেন।
What time?
6 o'clock?
8টা?
8 o'clock.
Yeah, if you eat late, it's not good, okay? Because when you're not pregnant, you take, you just hold on to that for me for a minute. When you're pregnant, you need to eat earlier to give your body time to digest your food before you go to bed, okay? Because if you're eating late, then that will mean that you're going to bed on a full stomach. So if you eat earlier, it will be better
I
for
try
you.
early.
Yeah,
Eat finish.
sort of like 6 or 7 maybe. That would be better.
Yeah.
But 8 o'clock's getting quite late because you're going to bed at 9, 10 o'clock and your body is still full. And that's why the gas is not good at night time. Yeah.
ভাবি আপনাকে খাবার খেতে হবে অনেক আগে এবং 6টা 7টার মধ্যে এবং যার কারণে ওই গ্যাসটা বেশি হচ্ছে রাতে।
হ্যাঁ বুঝতে পারছি।
So now we're going to have a look at your tummy. Okay, that's good. Start expressing, which is about collecting breast milk before the baby's born, and this is called Colostrum collection. So we're just going to talk to her about that. Well, here in New Zealand, we teach women to express their milk before the baby comes. Okay, and why we do this is when the baby is born, sometimes they're a bit tired and they don't want to feed. And if we have colostrum, we can collect, this is the early milk, we give this to the baby so that the baby has some milk when it's first born. If it's possible, we give the baby to the breast first, but if baby won't suck, then if we have a collection of colostrum, then we can give that to the baby.
Breastfeeding.
Yes, it's breastfeeding is better.
Better.
But if we don't have breast milk, then we try and we express some colostrum and we collect it and we freeze it and then you bring it in. So I'll explain to you.
Yeah.
Antenatal expressing, okay? And this is expressing milk from your breast and then we collect it and we put it into a syringe and you do it twice a day, morning and night, okay? So you're going to express the milk and then you're going to put it into here. You sort of collect the milk and suck it up. Then you put this on here. Then you put it in the fridge and then you do the same again in the evening. And in the evening you cap it and then you put it in the freezer, okay? And you bring it in frozen. All right, you understand? And when you do it,
তখন করতে হবে।
When she has to do all this?
from now, we do it every day from 38 weeks, okay? And when you have the syringe, when you've finished at the end of the day, you fill out this label here, and you say when you did it and when, and then you put that on that syringe. It goes into the freezer. And then tomorrow you start with a new syringe, okay? So 1 syringe twice a day, morning and night. At the end of the day, you put the cap on and you put it in the freezer, okay? And the label. And then when you come in, you bring this frozen in the bag and then you give it to us and we put it in the freezer and then we give it to the baby if you have problems with feeding. If baby is feeding beautifully, we don't use this, but if there's any problem or you have to go to theatre and you can't feed the baby, then we have this to give the baby straight away. Okay? Great. Okay, that's lovely. All right, well, next scan we will send a referral today and you want the next scan done in 2 weeks' time. So we will ask for a scan at 40 weeks, okay? So that we can keep track of baby. Baby is doing very well, but the tummy is getting a bit small. It's still in the normal range, but we need to watch. And so rather than just leave it, we just do another scan in 2 weeks and we see how baby's tummy is doing. Because the growth scans we can only do every 2 weeks, okay? Baby is normal, but things are changing and we are watching baby very carefully to make sure that it stays in the normal range. But if things change, it becomes abnormal, then we have to stop the pregnancy and induce you. Okay? But at the moment, everything's okay, but we will be watching carefully. Okay? All right. Okay. That's good. All right. You come and have a seat, okay? So if there's any problems, then we can always take milk we can have some special milk saved for the baby, so we don't have to use formula, okay? So that's what it's all about. Towards the end of pregnancy, obviously this is a time of great change. It's really important that the women really rest and look after themselves, and be mindful of the fact that from 38 weeks onwards, labour can start at any time. And so important to make sure you have a rest in the afternoon, and you eat well and rest well. And just allow the process to happen and not try to make it happen. So just, go with what your body tells you. Some days you'll feel really tired and you need to rest a lot, and just do that. And other days you'll feel lots of energy. When you're often feeling tired, this is probably because there's a lot of hormone activity going on, and this baby is having a bit of a growth spurt, and so you need to allow that process to happen. And then other days you'll get up and have lots of energy, and that's good, and you do what you can. But most important thing is listen to your body and don't try and do too much, and be mindful if you're tired, then rest.